Okay, give me a minute, y'all. Here I am again. Here I am. Okay, there we are. Welcome, everybody, to tonight's Let's Talk Autism with Autism and Us. Let me get this off the screen. So, for those of you who are new here, what this is open discussion where we come together to talk about autism. We learn and excuse the noise, the Andres in the background, but where we come together to learn, share, and support one another. Let me ding Linda, make sure she's coming in. Okay. So I am Nita. I am one of the admins of this wonderful establishment. Hey, Mr. Charles, I just put the link in there for you. There he is. Hey, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa and Sonia.
Hey,
Hi,
Sonia.
Nita.
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey,
Hi,
Lorienda. Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
Hi, Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
Yeah, he's okay. He's making his car noises.
Okay.
Ooh, all day long. So how is everybody? I just dinged Linda. She said she was coming on this evening, so she should be here shortly. How are you, Mr. Charles?
Oh, I'm doing fine. How about you?
There she is.
There's Linda. Hi, Linda.
I'm doing okay. I've been having some moments today, but other than that, doing pretty good.
Hey, Nita. Hey, Charles.
Yeah, right.
Linda. Race day. Okay.
Yeah, happy noises. Yeah, he's a little bit too happy, too excited. He went to well, every time I go to CVS to pick up his medication, he has to pick up a new car. So he got a black Audi.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah. Has a bag full of them, which he's about to take to his dad's house, which I don't know why he fills that bag up. And he totes it back and forth. If he know he's going for the night, those cars go with him.
Does he unpack them when he's there?
That I don't know, but here he takes out the ones he wants to use at the moment or play with at the moment, but they all go back in the bag. How are you this evening, Linda?
I'm doing okay. I'm glad to hear you're doing okay too.
Yes, up and down, up and down. I'm trying to, keep happy, get these thoughts. You know how sometimes you sit too long sometimes, and earlier today I know we have our little family group, and my daughter Jasmine, she put some photos in there, and it kind of sparked some things, and then I start looking at photos in my phone of my dad, and it just kind of sparked some things. So then I got mad at him because I'm like, oh man, you wasn't supposed to leave us right now, not right now.
Yeah, that's what they say. They say that the stages of grief.
Yeah.
I'm
going through them.
Yeah.
That's true. And Teresa, I hope the IEP meeting goes well.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I hope it does. It's that time IEP's around.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. These cars are driving me crazy.
Sometimes me and Steve will see certain toys, and they're usually for boys, and we'd be like, "Oh, Nita would love if we got that for DeAndre."
Noise makers.
Yeah, it'll always be like a race car or sirens or something like that.
Lord. Keep your family. Thank you, Lorienda. Thank you.
How's your
Thank
mom
you,
doing?
guys. I appreciate all of you.
How's
Yeah.
your mom doing, Nita?
She's doing okay. I had her moments too. But she's doing okay. So she's been at church most of the time, and that's been helping her.
Good.
So but yeah, she's doing pretty good. Pretty good.
That's
I'm
good.
gonna go over there tomorrow after I get off work and spend some time over there for a little bit.
How's Jasmine now? She's doing good.
Jasmine's doing good. She's
Good.
okay. All of us are basically, having these moments.
Yeah.
You sit
Yeah.
back and just, it was just unexpected. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
and then that guilt with all of us, because everybody's like, we should have got him up. We should have took him to the doctor. He was laying in the bed. He said he wasn't feeling well, but.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, you guys, enough about that. Thank you, though. Uh, that the second was 30-year mark of my mom passing, and yeah, Facebook does it all the time. Facebook really does it. Those memories pop up. So I was gonna ask too, you guys, do you guys go through this? DeAndre has an issue with, and well, I won't say an issue, but with clothes. So, say for instance, he can have a full drawer of clean underwear. So his drawers are like this. He has his underwear and his shirts, and he has a sock drawer next to it. And then below that, he has his shirts and his everyday, outside pants go in the bottom. So if I'm sorting out everything, he'll go in there and he'll take things out. He changes underwear. I kid you not, about 5 times a day for
Oh,
absolutely no reason. He can get out the shower, put on some clean underwear, and then maybe a half hour later, he's in some more.
Oh my
Then
goodness.
shirts are a major, no, I'm going to say the pants are a major problem. He has to have this one particular, I have to actually hide the pants from him because if he sees them dirty, clean, whatever, if they're in the dirty hamper, he will go in there and get them because he wants them on. And he will tussle with you about these pants. And then he will change shirts 50 million times. So it's like, what is going on with you? Anybody else go through that?
What did he just start doing this or it's been forever?
Now, with the pants, he was doing this a while ago with the pants. He
Mm-hmm.
always had like a favorite pair, or it has to be a certain color.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like he's just the underwear, the shirts. He have to change the shirts, and then if you go in and say, "No, DeAndre, we're gonna wear this one today, and we're gonna put this one back," he doesn't want that. I gotta have this one. And then if you let him put it on, turn your back, he changes into another one. I
I
can't move.
one of my friends used to do that, and he used to make me so upset because we would put all his laundry away, and I kid you not, his drawers could be near empty by the end of the day. And every time you see him, he would have something new on, and it
Mhm.
was something like because this matched this, and if he changed this, he had to change that. And he would just change all day long. And I promise you, every time we looked at him, he had something different on. It used to drive me crazy
Yeah,
because it
and
it
it's
was like,
driving me crazy.
yeah, I think he probably
well,
stopped probably first or second grade. I think he stopped.
Oh, he stopped early. He's
Yeah, and
smart.
it,
He's on the road.
yeah, oh yeah, 'cause
part of it
and
too is a child doesn't have the concept of the time and money involved in doing laundry. Doesn't have the concept of that, and so they don't see the harm. Hey, I feel like changing clothes. All right, let me take off what I got on, put this other set of clothes on. I feel 2 hours later changing clothes again. Let me do that, and he doesn't have the concept that hey, this is something that takes my mother time and effort to do, and it costs her money for the laundry detergent.
The water.
Yeah, that's right, and everything. Yeah, it costs time and money when I do this. Let me be more reasonable and change clothes once a day, unless a need arises to change clothes.
And then sometimes, like on school days now, he has a like I'm gonna say last school semester term, he had got the school pants with the logo on them. So they have their day where they wear, Spirit Day, I guess on Fridays or something like that. Well, he wanted to wear the pants every day. So you know how you have to pick your battles sometimes. And he's fussing. He would, oh no, you took them. Where are those pants at? He's looking for them. You have to hide them deep. And now it's like, it's the shirts or the shirts mainly. And then, that one particular pair of pants. But
I let him pick.
Yeah. And then, especially when it's time to go out to school, just let him pick what he wants to wear. Pick your battles. But now they're headed over to their dad. So I have to go in and do some sorting and getting all these clothes and washing again. Especially finding underwear and everything.
Do you have does he have where he takes clothes back and forth, or does he just use what's at his dad's house when he's at his dad's?
Yeah. Whatever whatever he wears here, or leaves here with, because he got stuff here and there. So it really doesn't, we don't, these clothes go over here, those go over there, whatever's whatever.
Okay.
Get my cord. It's on the other side.
What is it?
The black cord.
This one?
Yeah. Also my headphones.
Your bunny ears.
Cat.
Cat ears. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. I love that video. DeAndre said you again. Oh yeah. Yeah, so you guys know I broke down and bought him a podium so he would stop using all the boxes. And one of his favorite things to do is play judge. So I also got him a gavel. What did I do that for? So not only do we have to do introductions a few times a day, at least he slowed down a little bit. Now that he got that, I think maybe that made a difference. But we have to play judge a couple times a day.
Oh wow.
He has a lot of play in him. Like he plays a lot.
Oh yeah. That's all that energy.
Exactly.
A lot of energy. Yeah. He just has to keep going.
He has a lot of interest too.
Yeah, plenty.
Because he's into like multiple things. Like some people are like geared towards one thing. Like how like he takes pictures or he records on his iPad. He plays his video games. He's athletic. He likes music. He does across the gamut. He does a lot of things.
Very versatile. So Lorienda says it's sensory. Brandon is the same. I go, okay. I just wish he wouldn't. Now the shirt he has on now. Come here, DeAndre. This one. Bend down.
Michael Jackson.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, DeAndre.
Hi, DeAndre.
Hi.
Is Michael Jackson on your shirt, DeAndre?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you like Michael Jackson?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Me
Okay.
too.
Now, if I was to take that shirt off right now, he'd have a fit and put
Oh,
something else. Try to put something else on. 2
maybe
days.
it's maybe it's going with like a it's hard because we don't know. Like one time when we were doing virtual learning, right?
Uh-huh.
Emily was having a bad day from like 8 a.m. to like 10 a.m. And she just kept having these fits and she just was off that day. And anything that happened in school that day it was just she wasn't having it.
Mm,
Anyway, so it was funny because then I had seen her and I was sitting there and I was thinking, like, what's going on? And I said, Steve, maybe it's her clothes. And he said, I thought the same thing. And she had a tie-dye shirt on with these tie-dye sweats. It was like a set.
uh-huh.
And I think it was too busy for her. Like, you know how like when you feel like there's something on your shirt or you see something on the corner of your eye? I think
Yeah.
the colors were too busy for her. So at that morning break at 10 o'clock, we changed her outfit. She did well for the rest of the day.
Oh,
So
okay. It
I
probably
think that
was.
was yeah, and I don't think it was sensory like the way she felt it, but it was sensory as far as like being busy and
Right.
not going with her mood. But she could wear tie-dye on other days and other activities, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, I
Well,
Like
remember,
sometimes when you feel like your hair is messy or your hair is off, it's just not a good day sometimes. Maybe
mhm.
she
I
felt like
remember,
that or something.
I remember when my late sister made me a tie dye shirt, and before that, I would have thought tie dye was like when two people cross the finish line at the same time and then promptly keel over.
So Teresa says we will be talking about his speech goals, class time, and talk about 7th grade. Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
Nice.
I had that with my neurotypical girls. Jaden will wear clothes till they stand. But yeah, if I don't make a change. Okay.
That's the opposite problem. Yeah, when they keep on wearing the clothes even when they should change.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Linda, my Brenda will empty. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Empty
yeah,
and
so much.
all out. 2.5-year-old with sock and shoes in the car. Yes. Now there was once upon a time DeAndre would come in and he would strip. I mean, just all clothes off. But now sometimes he'll just strip down to his underwear and he's comfortable. But it's still that shirt thing. He won't even get in his pajamas.
Yeah, I remember Emily used to do that. She used to want to come in from school and take her pants off.
Mm-hmm.
And but I always had, I had daycare, but she went through a phase where that's what she wanted to do. So we're like, okay, how about you come in and put your pajama pants on, put your house pants on, that kind of thing. She was
Mm-hmm.
okay with that, but say if it was the weekend, she would know the difference and she'd try to do it again. But we had to that was hard. But she only went through that for a second. And then she likes her room clean. So like when my son used to do this with his clothes, you would find the clothes he just wore on the
Mm-hmm.
floor. And so pretty soon by the end of the day, everything's on the floor, not in the drawers, and he wore everything. But she likes everything so precise that she will put her clothes in the laundry. She will, have her clothes set out for the next day, and then want to
I need to have her show DeAndre.
yeah,
Wow.
she does not. I asked her too. I said, "You want your room like such and such, like your sister or your brother?" No, no. She really does not. The only thing with Emily's room is she has books stacked everywhere because she loves books. So
Uh-huh.
her dresser will have books everywhere. But it's neat though. Her room is neat though, and that's
Mm-hmm.
how she likes it. She likes to see that. She makes her bed every morning without us. I'm telling her she started doing that by herself. Make her bed before she comes downstairs in the morning.
Yeah, I have to
So yeah.
prompt DeAndre. I have to say, go make your bed up. Go make your bed up. He'll do it, but you have to tell him. He won't just wake up and do it. You have to say, did you make your bed up, DeAndre?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good that he will do it if you say it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Emily just started doing it, but I don't know. We didn't really say much because we just wanted the morning to go where, okay, there's not a meltdown. You get on, we make everything go smoothly. But then she just started it. We would go up there after she left and we would see her bed was made. We said, oh, okay, that came about easy. Had we told her, she'd have been like, So that would have been different. So it just came along and happened.
So if you are just joining us, make sure you give us a thumbs up. But if you are new to our open discussion, what this is just us getting together and socializing. It's open discussion. You can throw any questions you have out in the chat. If you are a parent in the chat area and you have a question and you can help, or a parent in the chat area and you can help with a question from another parent, feel free. Towards the end, I will invite everybody on. If you have a business organization or you're selling something and you want to come and share with our community, autism related, except for those Girl Scout cookies I need, you are more than welcome to come on up. And what do you want? Hi. My daughter would like to say hi. This is Ariana.
Hey, Ari.
And there's
What kind of
Tammy. What you say, Linda?
What kind of cookies do you buy again? I forgot. I know you don't like peanut butter, but
Oh,
I forgot what kind.
The Thin Mint.
Oh, okay, got it.
And Ari, what was you talking about?
Tag-along.
And Ari wants to tag along. So Danielle's gonna get an order for Thin Mints and some tag along.
Hi, Pam.
Pammy. Hey, Monique. That is oh, really? Okay. The clothes, I'm assuming. That makes sense. In his Judge and Gavel video, why Unita was guilty. Yes, guilty as charged. And then I have to change over and ask them, was he guilty for stealing the cookies out of the cookie jar, and sentence him to a lifetime of love. Hi, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
DeAndre, you gonna come say hey to Miss Pammy? Say
Hey.
You gotta bend down.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Hey.
Say hey, Miss Pammy.
Did you panic?
Okay, you heard me. Okay.
It's just like Emily. It's funny how they forget or they don't realize that they're not like how they used to be.
Right.
No.
You don't like that?
No, not.
No, not. Okay.
I love how he says that.
No, not.
What doesn't he like? What was it?
Let me see. Ari has some slime.
Oh, he doesn't like that?
He's like, no. No, I like it though. That smells good too. Okay.
Did she make that or did she buy it?
She bought it at Michael's.
Oh, nice. I love Emily loves those too.
I agree, Linda. It's great though, because at least they can redirect him with his other interests. Oh yeah, he has plenty of those. Plenty. Miss Teresa says, hey, DeAndre. He just ran in the other room.
Yeah, that's perfect for a redirection, because if you like don't want him doing something, or or he'll always have like something where he can always do something of those things that he likes somewhere, So if he's not in the basement where he can box, he can be upstairs doing something else.
My daughter used to hate dark clothes. She thought it made her have bad days at school. Wow.
And
something to cheer her up, lighten me up.
Yeah, see, that's funny. And I didn't even think about that until Danielle just said that. There's certain, I don't know if other people do this, and I was going to ask this one time. If I have a bad day in certain clothes, certain shirt or whatever, I don't want to wear it again. I see it in the closet, and it don't even have to be like a traumatic bad day. It could be just a bad day. And like, no, I don't even want to wear that. I might as well just give that away. Like, I really don't. Like, it has too much tie to it, even though it was just, a typical bad day. But yeah, and she must have figured out that when she had dark clothes on, that's how it made her feel.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe that's how she was.
associated that
Exactly.
bad day. Mr. Charles, you have any issues with clothes?
Yeah, I don't really, particularly as far as any associations of that. I'll tell you though that it's only been in recent years that I've learned to really learn how to mix and match things. Up to then, for a while, I had this sales lady at this one men's clothing store put my suits, shirts, and ties together because she picked out combinations for me. And I wore nothing but the combinations that she picked out for me. But
Okay.
it was after I married Heloise, my late second wife, that she helped me to be more flexible with putting clothes together.
Okay. Okay. My brother loves Michael Jackson as well. We asked him, "You like Michael Jackson?" He said, "Sure do," and he starts singing. Queen only wears certain items of clothing. I gave up making her wear a coat and certain other things. She knows what she will and will not wear. Okay. So you just let her decide her decision. She doesn't wear a coat. What does she do? Well, it doesn't get too cold out there, does it? Not too cold.
uh, yeah, it gets cold. I mean,
Oh,
it gets cold enough for a coat.
okay.
Yeah, definitely. Like it could probably, like it wouldn't be odd to be in the 20s. I mean, it gets in the 20s. I don't know if it gets
Oh,
colder
okay.
than
Y'all,
that.
y'all do get cold. Okay.
Yeah, Sacramento
Ooh.
especially. Yeah, it may not be for a lot of the year, but yeah, no, it's not unheard of. Like, yeah, it might be in the 30s, 40s right now though. So that's still cold enough.
So, what do you do in that instance, Sonia, if it's
She
cold
wears
outside?
hoodies.
She wears what?
Hoodies. So
Hoodie.
she'll wear like
Oh,
a, yeah,
hoodies.
hoodie. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Lisa. Hey, Lisa. My daughter wants to eat paper. So, she just started doing that, Lisa? What you call that? That's pica?
Pica.
Pica.
Is
Yeah,
that part of it?
Yeah,
eating
pica
paper.
is eating things that are not food.
Okay. Has she just started doing that, Lisa, or has this been something happening with her for a while? Ralph makes his bed. See, Ralph needs to come over here and tell DeAndre, Mom shouldn't have to tell you to make your bed. Get up and make your bed. Yeah, Lorienda asked the same thing. Like, my son refuses to make his bed, but he also refuses to sleep. He doesn't like his bed, huh? Okay, Lisa's asking, what is that? Can you explain that to her, Mr. Charles?
Yeah. Oh,
About what was that again?
that pica.
Yeah, well, pica is a propensity for wanting to eat things that are not food. Eating things like dirt, rocks, or paper, or whatever, things that are not food. And from what I have seen, apparently, a disproportionate number of kids who have pica are on the autism spectrum.
And pica on the spectrum might be more what are they? It's more, let me see, what was it? It's more, so it, because it could be physical or psychological, but if it's on the spectrum too, it's probably more likely psychological. Like when you're pregnant, you tend to do that because I think you're lacking iron if you want to eat the ice, dirt, clay, things like that, chalk. Um, but then they have mental reasons that people have pica as well. So
Okay.
that's probably more along those lines, although it could be both. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, physical and mental.
I was watching one of those shows on YouTube where one girl, she had a thing for cornstarch. And then they had another lady that she would actually eat the stuffing out of like a mattress or a pillow or something.
Mm-hmm.
and actually eat it.
Yeah, I seen that one.
Oh, I'm like, what? Okay,
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
know, but you picking that stuff.
I know, and it looks so I mean, it's a mattress at first anyways, but then it looks
Right.
so ooh. We used to watch that. What's it called? It's not,
You can find them
I
on
think it's
YouTube.
Obsessed. Isn't it Obsessed? I think it's the
Is that
show.
the name of it? But you can
I
find
think
them
it
on
is.
YouTube. Yeah. But they had one with the cornstarch and it was something else weird too. Then you know the dirt. People have to have dirt.
Mhm.
But yeah. Is
Change
there
addiction, yeah.
they have therapy for that, right?
Yeah,
Sometimes.
they do. There was me and my daughter were just talking about this over the break. There was Obsessed, and then there was My Strange Addiction, and then there was a lady who ate laundry detergent. There was a lady that
Ooh,
was addicted to diapers. I think it was her like niece's
diapers.
diapers or something, or nephew. Yeah,
Not
it was.
eating though.
Yeah,
Was she eating them?
yeah, yeah. I don't know how their stomachs are not. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. There was. We used to always watch that that show. Oh my goodness.
Brandon does too. He makes his bed good. All right. Okay, Brandon.
My son used to.
Do not
Where?
bring up the GSC. What's the GSC?
I don't
What's
know.
the GSC, you guys?
GSC. What does GSC stand for?
I don't know.
I'm trying to
Golden
figure that
State Crown.
one out. Thank you, Lorienda. She
I
just
don't
went in the
know.
room too. We have had a rough week. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope this coming week gets better for all of us.
Oh, that's right. There was a cremation, the ashes of somebody that was cremated.
And they were what? They were eating?
Yeah, yeah, Danielle says it. I
Oh,
remember that
oh,
one
you're
too.
you're down. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, yeah, Lorienda says when individuals eat non-food objects. I will put the Girl Scout cookie link up. This year they delayed direct delivery after our initial. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're all waiting, Michelle. As long
And
as it
then
does not stick to his hands. Jaden likes it.
who says this? Oh,
That's Michelle.
oh,
Well, she chews it most of the time and spits it out when I tell her to. I'm thinking a sensory. Okay.
You know what my brother did when he was a little boy? He would pick these little bits of thread off his blankets and hold them in his hand while sucking his thumb. And I think at one point my sister told him that it was dirty, and so he started calling those things dotties.
Dotties.
His blankets ended up threadbare because he was picking dotties off of them.
Okay, so the mystery is solved. Girl Scout cookies.
Okay, Girl Scout cookies. All right, GSC.
GSC.
Yes.
Clothes are prisons. Yes, I think most of our kids think so. Take them off. My son likes to keep on a hat. He's allowed to keep it on at school all day, even during a basketball game. My grandfather was the same. Now, Deion loves his baseball cap, but he'll leave it on as long as it's in his face. But once he takes it off, but yeah. Okay, there was the hoodies. Yeah, it gets cold. Okay. I'm gonna send you guys the snow. Y'all need the snow to go with it.
Little ones
do you
potty.
have snow on the ground right now?
It warmed up today.
Nice.
So the snow pretty much started melting. I can see my backyard. Whereas a couple of days ago it was just covered ice and snow.
I think New York City has set a new record for consecutive days with no measurable snowfall. Because the previous
Really?
record was, I think, 322 days, something like that. And I think they've gone over that now.
Mhm. So Lisa has a question for all of us here. How did you get your little ones potty trained? My girl is almost 5 and has no interest. So I would ask you ladies with girls to start off. Linda?
I know. I was trying to think. I was just talking about this about 2 weeks ago. I think we were talking about this. So she didn't have an interest. I used to just keep her on the potty, thinking, okay, she's gonna go. When she has to go, she'll be on the potty already. So I would give her books, sitting there with her. Nothing ever worked like that though. And then I just kept doing it though. But then I was in there with her, and I said, okay, well, mommy has to go potty, so she got up. I went I went, and then I said, "Okay, now you do it." She hopped back up there and she went immediately, and then she was potty trained. So I would almost say that maybe, and you probably already do this, but maybe one time it'll just click. Take her with you. You go, then have her go, try to go. Maybe she'll try to shadow it and try to do the same thing. That's how Emily got potty trained.
And
And it just happened to work like that. Like, I think, yeah, in my mind was just tell her, have her sitting here, it'll work. But it was more of a visual. I think maybe she wasn't getting it.
And it's interesting you say that. Now, of course, my daughter is not on the autism spectrum, but when she was barely a year old, not really ready to get potty trained yet, because they tell you wait till the kid can hold their bladder for 2 hours is the rule of thumb they tell you. But in any case, still her mother and I said, let's put her on the potty because somebody had bought us a potty chair for her, and let's put her on and see what happens. And she right away demonstrated she knew what it was for. And I'll never know whether it was instinctive or whether she had observed her mother sitting on the toilet and figured out what her mother was doing. I don't know, but in any case, she right away demonstrated she knew what it was for. Now, she didn't actually get potty trained until she was 2 years old, but still, even just that initial thing, she knew what it was for at least.
Yeah. So don't get discouraged. Just keep working with her.
And I don't know what her level of if she's verbal. Oftentimes it comes with speech. So if there's like a speech delay or something in verbal communication, a delay, it can be delayed. Or oftentimes it is delayed along with it.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, here we had minus 20 Friday night, Saturday morning, or minus 19. Of course, I'm talking Celsius here. So in Fahrenheit, minus 19 Celsius, about minus 2 Fahrenheit.
Mm-hmm.
But
I saw Detroit was like, it was supposed, I didn't know if it got there, but I saw that one day on the forecast it was -2. It was gonna
Yeah, I
be.
know it was like 9 degrees and the wind chill factor was like negative something. Yeah, I know it was cold. That wind chill really makes a difference with the
Oh my
temperature.
goodness.
It's cold.
I used to always think, man, I wish it would be cold here. This
Oh, you
year, I
want
can't
it?
wait for this. No, not now. I was like, I'm not even. I thought I was like, yeah, I can't wait till it gets cold, and it's. But I don't know. I think it's always been this cold, or lots of times. But man, this year, maybe I'm just too
Yeah,
old for the cold now.
they said a lot of states are getting hit. Texas
Yeah.
even is getting a lot of snow.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, wow, what's going on here?
I see
Lisa
the sun and
says
get excited.
been going on. DeAndre, Lisa says been
Oh.
going on for a while. She tears her books. Oh, the paper. So she's been chewing on paper for a while.
Have you had blood work done with her? Because it does come with iron deficiency if it's physical reason. So I mean, that might be worth something looking into.
Mhm. My strain. Okay. Yeah. The
Yeah.
ash. Ugh. Okay.
Yeah, she would literally like she would oh my goodness, it was crazy. It's just we were oh my goodness, my stomach turned light since you were talking about that mattress.
Oh my goodness.
I was just looking up all those
Like
episodes too.
appliance plugs and batteries. Wow. That's that shock. I know I used to take the battery and test it.
The 9 volt, huh?
Yeah.
And you knew it was gonna do that too, and then you'd be like, "Oh, okay." You just hope it's
Y'all,
dead. You would wonder why we didn't have something better to do.
So Lisa says yes. Is that yes for the doctor?
Or I don't know if I asked if there was a speech delay. No, this wasn't that long ago. I mean, this isn't that far back, I think.
Wow.
Well, while we're having bitter cold here in the United States, Chile is having a scorcher of a summer.
Really?
Wildfires there have killed 13 people so
Really?
far.
Are you guys still having fires out there, Linda?
Oh no, not yet. Last year I think they started beginning, I think end of February or March is when they usually begin in the year, but I don't think we'll have them this early because I still see water like in the canal behind my house and stuff. So
Okay.
things are still wet. When things do dry out, it'll probably be worse though because we have more growth from the water, more plants. But not yet. Yeah, we've been having like a lot of rain, so
That addiction. Someone ate dirty. Ugh. Ugh.
yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, gross.
Mhm.
That's almost as bad as eating tomatoes.
Oh no. You and those tomatoes. Justice stays in his pajamas. Okay.
Oh, sounds good.
Uh-huh. We had was it that it seemed kind of warm. That's why the snow started melting. Because when I went outside, I was like, wow, warmed up.
Yeah. Well, let's see here right now. Let's see. What does it say the temperature is? Let me look. Let's see. It's 3 degrees right now.
Hey,
You keep the devil's cocaine out east. Us western folks.
hey, so we all live different places. I gotta know what everyone's paying for eggs.
Too much.
Cindy
I
and
think we're
I,
all on that page, right? What was that?
Cindy and I have been going to a farmer's market that's in a
Mhm.
nearby town where if you go there on Tuesday, and you spend at least $30 on produce there, they'll throw in a carton of eggs. They'll give you a carton of eggs. And so we've been doing that. So we
Oh,
haven't been
nice.
having to pay for our eggs lately.
Oh, that's good.
But you guys out there are expensive anyway, aren't you? With eggs.
Him or me?
You, Linda, California.
Oh, I don't know. My dad was talking to my aunt in Detroit, and she was paying more for a dozen than I would pay.
Oh,
And this was a
really?
few weeks back. Yeah. How much do you pay for?
Yeah, it's
Do you
about
buy them by dozen?
it. It depends on where you go to. So it'd be
Yeah,
about
true.
$5 now. Even the milk is gone up. It's like what the heck going on here?
Yeah. Um, I know I was buying 30. I mean, I'll buy 60. I buy 60 and I was buying them for excuse me. I was buying them for $11. They went up to
Okay.
almost 16. But Walmart has them for 30 for 60 eggs. And I was like, no, I won't be getting them at Walmart. I'll get them at Costco or Sam's for 15. Yeah, for real. And so when
Gotta
I
go to
see like,
Costco. Gotta go to
yeah,
Costco and get your eggs. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was. And then not only that, I was driving around looking for eggs. Everyone was sold out. Finally, I found out Costco had some. I went there and bought them, but $30? Nah.
Yeah, they're getting ridiculous with this.
Hmm.
It's just getting ridiculous. In beginning Brandon's seizures, he used to chew all his shirts. He always had chew and drool like a baby. I used to buy him chew beads. Okay.
How is he doing with his seizures, Loranda?
My pediatrician used to say they train us. We were not training them. Yeah, they do train us. I'll go when I want to go. Okay.
Exactly. Like I said, with Emily's bed, I would have said something. She'd be like, "Hey." Now she did it herself. I'll do it when I'm ready.
Mhm. She gets mad when I put her on the potty, and she has used it before. She's nonverbal. Okay. Yeah. Well, don't get discouraged. Just keep trying, even with the video methods. I've heard some parents say the iPad, using it. Well, my son he was like 11 when he started getting potty training. And thankfully this last year, I can now say he's fully potty trained because he can take care of himself and goes without me telling him and closing the door. But he used to have a privacy problem, where
Yeah.
especially when it came to number 2, he would go hide. I don't know whether he was thinking, he was doing something wrong, but he would go hide if it was in a closet. But yeah, this last year, DeAndre has been doing the doggone thing.
Nice. Good.
Okay, take over, Linda. I'm going to run in
Okay.
here and start my pot.
Okay, so Lorienda says, I sat Brandon backwards on the toilet. It keeps them stable, not falling in. He did not want the top potty. He saw everyone going to the regular toilet. Brandon was potty trained at 20 months old. The only thing he was advanced in and delayed in everything else, normal 12 months old walking. Yeah, I think too, I think if they're like my business was childcare or is childcare for over 23 years now, and then of course my own kids. But the thing was that some kids do okay with a seat on top of the big potty, some kids need the little potty. And once there's a fear, and I know I can remember when I was little, almost falling in the toilet, that kind of thing, and it was scary. So once they have like a fear like that, or they have a bad experience, um and I think all the kids are different as far as, do they want the little potty or do they want to try on the big potty? And that makes a difference. And then just the whole fear of using a potty. Linda, that is my understanding. Also, the progress of speech indicated progress of potty training. Yeah, and that was it. That was a thing, and I've read that several places too. But that was a thing. The kids who talked sooner in daycare were potty trained sooner, and we'd know, like, oh, okay, and we talked to the parents, hey, it's time to start potty training.
Well, for one thing, there's the fact that, to vocalize, I gotta go potty, you have to be able to talk. Now, I mean, it's true as a parent, you can watch things the child is doing, like clutching themselves or something and indicate they gotta go, but they gotta be within your range of vision, first of all, for you to notice that, and you gotta be watching them. And whereas, if they call out, I gotta go potty, you can hear them, all you have to do is be within earshot of them.
Another big sign is too when they start when, like, say if they pee in their diaper or their pull up and they take it off. That's another sign. Hey, you're ready. Yeah, come on, we gotta go. That's a big sign right there.
I remember the thing that told me, I knew that Dorothy was fully potty trained. I mean, of course, there were still accidents, but I mean, the thing that told me she was fully potty trained. One time, I went to a park. There was some gathering coming up, and I went to check out something about that park. I don't remember what it was, but Dorothy was 2.5 years old, and she told me she had to go potty. I went and looked and see they have a bathroom there, and she was insistent, I gotta go potty. So I took her in the bushes and helped her, pull down her pants and squat to pee. But the fact that she was insistent, that told me she's fully potty trained now. She doesn't want to go in her pants.
Yeah. Michelle says our pediatrician told us to wait until they stay dry overnight. Then we use social stories, pictures, and tuck them every 2 hours and sat them on the potty. But we took our time and they finally got it. So there's some tips there: social stories, pictures, and then of course being on a schedule. Lorinda said Florida's cold. It's 50 degrees. Yes, her blood is good, and yes, she is nonverbal. So then, it's probably like they said, it could be physical or mental reasons, and it's probably like Charles was saying the pica from being common with autism. Almost $5 a dozen is it's insane. Yeah, I found our Sam's Club had they also have where you could buy 24 for $5.98. That's the second best deal I've seen. Almost $10. What? 24 eggs. So Danielle, so it looks like it's more expensive in Detroit because their Sam's are in Michigan. Their Sam's Club for the same 24 eggs I paid $5.98 is $8. And then my aunt, I believe, said it was right over $7 for a dozen eggs, and that was maybe a month ago, and that was in Detroit.
Yeah, you have to go to Costco's to get some eggs, though.
Yeah,
These groceries,
for real.
these mom and pop stores.
Or else you find a farmer's market like the Orange, Connecticut farmer's market, where if you go on the right day of the week and spend a certain amount of money, they give you the eggs.
Yeah. And Michelle says she's glad she can't eat them.
She can't eat eggs?
Yeah, she said she can't.
Oh, okay.
Cushion toilet seats. I think she's talking about for Lisa. Yeah, I think even they have the little ones that you put on our toilet seats, the little kids ones, and their cushion. That might do good. And then even if you show her different ones online, she might like one, like they might have like Disney or different ones like that. We used to have a little girl or a boy one, depending on who it was. But yeah, they have lots of different kind. Thanks for asking, Linda. Love. Brandon has had less seizures in January 23, but the asthma flare-ups. But the asthma flare, and thank goodness. Yeah, of course, we're thinking about we all think about each other. We're thinking about Brandon. I'm glad to hear that he's doing better. As his asthma this year for us too, our asthma was really bad. And of course, yeah, the whole weather system is just off everywhere. Monique says Justice is fully potty trained, but I still have to help him clean himself because of his physical condition.
Yeah.
That's good that he's potty trained. I was thinking about him in his pajamas. Jaden used to hide for number 2. The doctor said it was the only things he had control over getting on this journey.
Yeah.
Teresa says, my son did not start to use the toilet until he was 4 years old. My son used sign language to let me know when he had to use the bathroom.
Okay. Was that hard to teach him? The sign language to go?
And then Sonia says, Queen is not pulling her hair out anymore. Good. My baby had
good.
long
Yeah,
thick hair.
I saw
she
that
misses
post.
it now. Yeah, that's good. My baby had long thick hair. She misses it now. I guess so she is leaving it alone and letting it grow. Progress. That's good.
Yes, progress.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, great.
You're welcome. Danielle says, DeAndre, make sure to let the judge know that mommy was going through your cars. She is guilty.
I'm trying to show y'all all the cars. Then
Sonia says,
y'all notice he was getting mad at me for pulling them out. He kept taking them and putting them back in the bag.
I asked, did he even take him out at his dad's house? Because Emily does that with books. She'll bring all these books for a trip and not even take them out.
Take them out.
Yeah, I think it's just because she has them, and so, but she doesn't really look through them. They
Yeah,
could,
he'll
like,
only take out if he wants to play with them,
yeah,
race
so
them.
yeah.
Mhm.
At least he's still thinking about them, yeah. Um, Sonia says, look and go potty when they're ready. And they, I
Yeah,
was reading it.
huh?
Yeah, I was reading a book today, and they were saying that there's certain, well, because our kids are different, different levels and different milestones and all that. That sometimes that's one of the things that kids control when they're like say 2 years old. But I mean, like I said, our kids are all at different levels. It's something to say that I'm in control of me. And
Mm.
it's I forgot there's a word for it, but it's that, and that's why it's typical for kids at that age to say, you say go put your shoes on, because it's like them trying to be themselves, and have control of themselves. That's that age. But
Okay.
this, like somebody, I think somebody else just said it. I don't know if it was Michelle, that was one thing that he had control of. It was him to decide.
Hmm.
Um, hey Tanya,
Hey, Tanya.
Hi, Tanya.
and then asthma and allergies. Yeah, they've been bad this year. It's
Hmm.
hmm,
Asthma, one thing I'm glad I never suffered from. My mom had some issues with asthma, but nowhere near as bad as some of the people that I've known that have had issues with it.
2000. Oh,
what was it?
wow.
I came
Potty
across
training.
program by a
Okay,
lady.
potty training with speech. I wonder
What?
would insurance pay for that though? If it's speech with potty training, because
Yeah.
2000. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Is it
You think
guaranteed?
they I know, right? You think they would though. You probably could go a roundabout way to get it done.
Right.
Um, like I know here, the regional center will probably pick it up if Medicaid didn't pick it up. But Medicaid pays for the toileting supplies. So you'd think that it'd be in their interest to pay for something like this.
Right. Especially if it's combined, the potty
Yeah,
training and
exactly.
speech. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, everybody,
Yeah,
before we
exactly.
read the last few, I put the link in to invite anyone who wants to come on up. If you have a few words, you want to say something inspirational, you want to share your business, you're doing something awesome, you got an event coming up, and you want to share, you are more than welcome. Now is the time. Other than that, let's continue, and we will be logging off in just a few. Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably private. Okay. Yeah, but you still would think though with that combination that maybe you can ask or something. I don't know because that just seems like so. A lot of parents just don't have that.
Hmm.
And it's a change in the thinking of insurance companies, the trend we've seen, because it used to be that insurance companies, I can remember insurance companies didn't pay for annual physicals when that was on you. And
And now they push you.
now they'll
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 push you to
even
go.
pay for things that are wellness things, because they
Yeah.
realize it's in their
Preventative.
interests.
Yeah, preventative. Because if you
Yeah.
miss the appointment or if it's time for a yearly physical, they will remind the insurance company will be like, it's time for you to go for your yearly physical. Like, okay.
That's
My
very good,
brother,
Beth.
my brother is a lieutenant on our fire department. They just had someone come in to teach about autism, sensory processing, and have them lots of comfort kids. Okay. I am asking them to go to schools and help me educate. Yes, yes, a lot of education is still needed, especially with our first responders, especially. Danielle says Self-care is important to maintain a healthy relationship with yourself. Yes, it means doing things to take care of our bodies and minds. Be kind to you. Thank you, Danielle. Yes, Mr. Charles. True. Tell me about it. They just called to schedule my Jonathan for his upcoming teen shots. Yeah, they will. They will remind you. Uh, Good night, everyone. Good night, Lorienda. Have a great week and be
Good night,
kind.
Lorienda.
Good night, Lorienda.
So going once, going twice, and again, you are more than welcome to come on up. If not, we will see you guys same place, same time next week. Enjoy your week with your love. When is Super Bowl?
That's
Next
next
weekend.
Sunday.
Okay,
Next
so we
Sunday.
won't be here next Sunday. Okay. Enjoy your week with your loved ones. Squeeze them tight. Let them know you love them to the moon and back. Pick your battles and keep your stress level low. Ignore the naysayers. Yes. Have a great night, Michelle. Thank you. Have a nice evening, everyone. I'm going to rest my
Night,
body.
Pam.
Yes, Pam.
Yeah.
Have
Get
a
on
great
your
day.
rest, Pam.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Good night,
Good
Cynthia.
night, Cynthia.
Good night, Beth.
Good night,
Good
Beth.
night, Monique. Thank you,
Good night,
guys.
Monique.
Good
Oh,
night.
I had an announcement.
Oh.
I'm sorry if everybody's still here. Um, we have a new admin team. So, what's going to be going on this week? We're going to be looking for at least 4 new moderators for the main group. I will put in a posting. For those that are interested, you must have been a member of Autism and Us for at least a year. No violations in the last 90 days. And you must know the rules, the group rules and guidelines. But this is volunteer. So if anybody's interested, when I put the post up in the group, just make sure you chime in. And Linda is going to do the moderator training. So I will do that post, and I was supposed to do it last week. And, you know how I am. But I will do it this week. But thank you guys. Until me, okay. Until next time. Well, since Super
Night,
Bowl is
Tanya.
next Sunday, we will see you Sunday after. And all of you have a great, great rest of the evening on purpose. I appreciate
Yep.
each and every one of you.
Everyone take care. And take care, Anita.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye,
Okay.
Mr.
Okay. Bye,
Charles.
Good
Charles.
night. Good night, everyone.